What we're going to cover in this video. The first part I will show you the block. Then after that I will break it down and I will show you how to practice it and learn it. So, if you're ready, let's begin. Middle block, Momtong Makki. One thing we need to know before we start to learn this block is what part of the wrist do we use? And this is to make sure that when we are blocking, we don't block with the wrong part of the arm and hurt ourselves. And also to ensure that the part that we block with is the correct part so that we're able to block with the maximum effort. So, let's show you. When we're blocking, we're utilizing our wrist. So we're making a fist and we're blocking from the wrist down 2 inches, either on the one side or same again from the wrist down 2 inches on the other side. And it depends on what we're doing, whether we're doing a middle block from the inside to the out, or whether we're doing the block from the outside in. So as you can see, you're utilizing either side of the wrist. So, how do we practice and learn the block? To start with, we need to feel and understand the mechanics of the movement of our wrists and our hands. When we're doing the actual block, what is happening? We're twisting and turning our wrists and arms at the same time. So how do we practice that? Well, the easiest way to do it is, first we're going to make cross our hands like so, okay? And our palms are facing outwards. And our right hand is on the bottom, my left hand is on the top. And all I'm going to do is basically, we're going to close our hands to make the fist. So we close our hands to make the fist, and all I'm wanting you to do is take your right hand and pull it back. And as you're pulling it back, you're twisting it and putting it back onto your hip, onto your right hip. And we put it back up again. When we put it back up, we're twisting it back up, so our palms are facing out again. Let's try that one more time. So we're taking the right hand, we're pulling it down. As we're pulling it down, we're pulling it down towards the actual hip and setting it on the hip. Now you'll notice at the same time, when I'm pulling it down, I'm not pulling it down out and around and down. I'm pulling it straight down. So my wrist, my elbow is coming directly down past my body. So it's kind of like touching it as it comes down. And it's coming as it's coming down, it's twisting as it's coming down. So at the very end, it's just finishing on my hip facing upwards. And as you see, when I go back up, the same thing happens. As I'm going back up and twisting it. So when I finish at the top of the X block, my hands are together. One more time. We're pulling it down, making sure my hand is twisting as I'm coming down. My elbow is as close as it can to my body. And I'm twisting, 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 turning and finishing on my hip. And as we go back up again, it's going up and twisting back the other way. Let's try the other hand. It's the same again, this with the left hand. So we're coming down. As we're coming down, we're twisting and turning and finishing at the bottom on the hip. And as you notice, my elbow is as close to my body as possible. Same again, as it goes back up, it goes back up, it comes straight up and it twists at the same time, like so. One more time, it comes down, twists, my elbow is in and it pulls down. Now this time what we're going to do right hand in the front. This time we're going to pull down with the right hand, and then pull down with the left hand. This time a little bit quicker. And all you're trying to do is get a feel of the hand pulling back onto the hip, like so. Now this time we're going to take the right hand, and instead of pulling it down, all we're going to do is take it and turn it out to the right, like so. And what we're going to do is end up where our knuckles are the same height as our shoulder. Our elbow is bent. It's meant to be bent between 90 and 120 degree angle. And it's not touching our body, it's just slightly out. So let's try that. So we're going to just twist our right hand out. As we're twisting it right hand out, the wrist is twisting over and it finishes. We're just moving a tiny little distance here. It's in the same line as my shoulder. It's not past my shoulder, it's on the same line as my shoulder. And as you can see, the angle is between 90, that's like a 90 degree angle. It's halfway in the middle, it's 90 to 120. And it's dropping, the elbow drops down slightly. And then we twist it back in again. Out, in, out, in, out, in. Let's try the other hand, the left hand. So we're twisting it out, making sure it's the same height as my shoulder. And the angle is a 90 to 120 degree angle. And its elbow is bent. The reason why the elbow is bent, this is to stop any attack trying to hit the area here. If it's up too high, this is very open and someone can quite easily attack it and punch it. If it's dropped, it's level with the shoulder, it's dropped, then it's more difficult for someone to punch. That's why it's bent. Making sure at the same time our wrists are nice and straight. Let's try that again. We're twisting out, making sure it's level and in the same line. We don't go past the shoulder, it's on the same line. And you twist it back in. Twist it out, twist it back in. Twist it out, twist it back in. Now we've done two movements here. We've done twist down and we've twisted out. What we're going to do this time, we're going to put them together. So as I pull down with my right hand in front, left hand on the top. What I'm going to do this time, I'm going to pull down with my left hand and out with my right hand. So my right hand goes out, my left hand comes back. And then we go back to the center. As we go back to the center, we twist back again. Right out, left down. Twist back up to the center. And this time we slightly do them a little bit quicker and together at the same time. So they're finishing at the same time. Making sure when you finish, just check for a second. Say to myself, okay, is my fist on my hip? Is my fist in line with my shoulder? Is it bent at 90 to 100, like between a 90 and 120 degree angle? Is it dropped down? Just say it so I look and think no one can hit me here. Am I in a straight line with my shoulder? Then we come back again. As I said, just pause for that second and check to make sure everything's okay. And back. Making sure the other thing is when you come down, the elbow comes down as close to the body as possible. Let's try the other side. So this time, we've got the left hand in front, right hand on the top. We're going to twist out with the left, pull down with the right, and back up again. Out with the left, down with the right, making sure it's level on the same plane. You've got the angle here, wrists are straight, and back up again. Twisting out and down. Same again. Give that yourself a second to check. Hand on the hip, facing forward, looking forward. Elbow elbow 90 to 120 degree angle, top of the fist level with the shoulder, straight line, making sure my wrist is nice and straight, and I'm blocking, remember, I'm blocking with the part which is just below the wrist, 2 inches down. Back up and down, up, down, up, down. So if you just keep practicing that, that will give you a feel of the twisting motion of the actual hands. Now, the next part is what we need to do. We need to put that into the correct movement of the actual arms. So how do we do that? What we do, so we start off in our chumpy position, ready position. From here, I'm going to move my left hand, goes out in front of myself, and my right hand comes up to my ear. And if you say to yourself, like, touch my ear. We're exaggerating this at the moment in time to get a feel of it. So my right hand, back of my right hand is touching my ear. My left hand is out in the front. If you notice, it is not to the side, it's just slightly across my body. And the reason for this is because it's then protecting this area here. If it was over to the side, then someone could quite easily punch me in the center here. I have my arm just slightly in a little bit, protecting this part here. So from the ready position chumpy, my left hand goes out and my right hand comes back up to my ear. From here, then we do the move. I'm going to then take my left hand comes up to the middle, like we were just practicing, and my right hand comes all the way down, keeping the elbow nice and tight and in, and pull down to the waist. And again, 1, 2. Back to the beginning. Left hand down, right hand up. Just pause for a second, check, make sure everything's okay. Are my wrists nice and straight? This arm is not locked out and straight, it's just slightly bent and relaxed. You're all relaxed at this point. And then from here we're twisting. Left hand comes up and twists, right hand comes back onto the hip. And then just look at yourself. Am I facing forward? Am I straight? Is my knuckle the same height as my shoulder? Is my elbow and arm in the same position, as straight? Am I bending my arm correctly? Not touching, just slightly out. Bent, wrist straight, hand back on the hip. One more time. Down, up, cross. Now, you can do the same on the other side, exactly the same. The right hand goes out. As the right hand goes out, the left hand comes up to the ear. Same again, don't have it open. You've got your arms closed. As you can see, this is so nothing can get through this area here. If I did this, then all this is open. You want to keep it closed. So it's close to your body as you're doing this. Coming up. So my right hand's gone out, my left hand coming up. Just at this time, you're just touching your ear to give you an indication of what you're doing. Don't have your arm too high up here. This is open. It's slightly down. From here, I'm going to twist with my I'm twisting with my right hand's coming up. My left hand is coming down. As you see, when I'm crossing them, everything is close into my body. And they're finishing at the very end of the move. The twisting of the hands finishes at the end of the move. From here, watch. It's twist, 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 twist. Just as the move is finishing, that's when you finish the twisting of the move. And then check again to make sure that everything is correct. Level of the wrist against the shoulder, it's straight, bent, hand on the hip, looking forward. 1, 2. 1, 2. Now that's given you an idea of the very basic move. So how do we then go from here, and we're just doing the blocks quite naturally and comfortably. So same again, we'll start again. Left hand forward, right hand up, and then we're doing the block as normal. So from here we've blocked. How do we do the next move? So we're going from the right hand comes, the hand which is on the hip comes down to the front. The hand which has been blocking comes up to the ear, and as you can see this is nice and close and closed. Then from there we're just swapping in that the right hand coming up to block, left hand comes down. Same again, the hand which is on the hip comes out, the opposite hand comes up to the ear and block, block, block. And each time you finish, just check to make sure you're in that right position with all the points that we've discussed before. And all you then need to do is just keep practicing and try to get quicker and quicker. And just relax when you're doing it. The more relaxed you are, the quicker the move will become, the less tense you are. And all you're doing is when you finish the move, the tension comes in at the end of the actual move. Relax, 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 relax. At the very end, tense. That's when you're blocking, stopping that object or that fist or that punch. And at that point is when you need everything tense and strong to then deflect the attack. No. Now the other way you can do that is when you're practicing is Ki Hap at the same time. When you Ki Hap, that will send all your energy, all your strengths at the end of the move to block it, like so. All that energy is coming from here. Remember, coming from the abdomen, just below the belly button, and coming, breathing in. So at the same time with what we're doing, breathing in through our nose, as the block is coming out, that last split second, it finishes all at once. And that is how we do the middle block, Momtong Makki. This is just a little tip for you. Is one thing to remember is when you're actually practicing the block, whether it's a low block or whether it's a middle block or whether it's a high block, is you want to make sure that whether it's in a combination or a drill or a pattern that you're doing, that you practice it as real as possible. Make it as real as possible in your mind, so that if you are doing a blocking drill, try to picture that punch coming towards you or that kick coming towards you, and that you're really trying to block it in whatever area that you're doing, and you're thinking that yes, I've made that properly and I've really stopped that kick or that punch. Because if you practice it like that, if unfortunately you ever find yourself in a situation where you had to use it, then because you've been practicing it properly, you have a better chance of actually stopping that object or item if it is coming towards you or being attacked by it. So that's just a little thing to remember, is when you're practicing, try to make it as real as you can in your own mind. You now have an idea of this Taekwondo block. All you now need to do is go and practice it, and you can build your own strong foundation. Below is a link in the left hand corner here to the next Taekwondo video for blocks, so you can go and learn and practice the actual blocks themselves. As always, until the next time, Gamsa Henida.